Good morning, beautiful people. It is Sunday. It is the second day of playoffs, and we are here to see Devon play Manchester Iron Duke Special.
I'm Blunderbolt.
And we're going to give you a little run through of our rosters.
So for Devon, we have 0 Smooks, we have 13 Posh, we have 130 Casey Crusham, we have 1981 Northern Lass, number 269 T-Breaks, 275 Whippersty Split, 317 Kirsty, 55 Sandy Surfwax, 6 Salcatraz, 72 J, 73 Escate, 81 Hot Blocking Beats, 84 Dirty Ballerina, 87 Kiwi Crusher, and 97 Storm Chaser.
And playing in the red today for Manchester Roller Derby, we have number 18, D, number 23, MC Slammer, number 24, Zena, number 257, Quiet Riot, number 259, Morgie Mogwai, number 3, Price, number 30, French Bird, number 303, Dusty, number 35, Barbell, number 452, Devastator, number 701, Hellraiser, number 747, Trauma, number 75, Hannah of the North, number 86, Cherry Skatewells, and 887 is Iron Maven.
Quite excited about this one.
It's very exciting. I'm just going to double check because I wrote down the flat track stats. So both these teams have had to win a game to get here?
Yep, Devon beat Belfast and Manchester Valkyries beat 7 Roller Torrent.
That's the one. So the flat track stats predictor is... if I look at the right page, I'm just going to... Oh, that's upside down. What a helpful thing I've done to myself. So, Flat Track Stacks is predicting a Devon win. They are predicting that Manchester will score 10 points for every 53 of Devon's. So that'll be interesting to see if that plays out, given the big score differential we had yesterday.
Yep.
Manchester played incredibly well against Seven Roller Torrent, wasn't it?
Yep, it was, yep.
So, Devon played really strongly against Belfast, and it's certainly the first time this year I believe these teams have played each other as part of playoffs, because they are at opposite ends of the country.
Yes, Devon were one in Tier 3 West.
Tier 3 West, lovely.
And Manchester, I believe, were Tier 3...
They were Tier 2 North. That was 24.
That was 24.
Here we go. Imagine if I looked at the right place. They were first in Tier 3 North.
Tier 3 North, yeah.
So there we go. We've got the winners of each tier now playing each other across West and North. Cool. So just to confirm, that is going to be Devon in the white and Manchester in the red. Or I imagine they call it something like maroon.
Maroon.
But for the refs, red.
Yep.
It's the ongoing argument. Oh, what do we call it? It's red. It's the easiest word to say.
Yep.
If in doubt. Lovely, so we can just see, there we go, we've got our first lineup on the jammer line.
Yeah, we have 747 Trauma and we have 6 Salcatraz.
Lovely stuff.
If it's not too bold to say, both jammers had a heck of a day yesterday.
Absolutely. I was just thinking, I wish we'd kept yesterday's jammer stats. It would be interesting to see, but
definitely.
We can comfortably say they both did a good job.
Yes, so you and I were up here producing the Devon Belfast game, and I was downstairs for 7 Roller Torrent versus Manchester, so quite excited.
You've seen all of the cool stuff.
Yes.
So there we go, that is going to be Trauma looking for a space on the back. Salcatraz knocked to the outside there. Someone's got a forearm.
Yes, that was one of Manchester's blockers.
That is MC Slammer offers it down in the penalty box.
Yep. And it is Salcatraz who gets lead for Devon.
Lovely stuff. Looks like Trauma's having some trouble getting out on that initial pass at the moment. Oh.
Big hit by one of Manchester's blockers, taking Salcatraz down, and they decide to call it a day there.
Yeah, it's just like, do you know what? I'm on the floor. I've got some points. That'll do.
3 points. Not bad.
If you are joining us in the Discord, say hello. Let us know that you're awake, because we're awake.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Next up, we have 265. That is... Sorry.
T-Breaks.
That is T-Breaks, sorry. 269. And then... That is, I believe... Oh, never mind. And that is French Bird for Valkyries, but it is T-Breaks who gets lead for Devon.
Lovely stuff. So T-Breaks coming in with that early lead and speedy.
Yeah,
Speedy
found a
through the
gap
pack there.
in Manchester as well. Manchester are a couple of blockers down at the moment.
Oh, someone has just picked up a cut-track penalty by the sound of it.
That was 3-0 of Manchester. French Bird.
Oh,
So this is a power jam to Devon.
exciting times. And it looks like T-Breaks has opted to get that power start. Yep. Along with one blocker standing in the box. So Devon coming into this with a power start and a slight blocker advantage. It's nice tactical play. I mean, so far the flat track stats predictor is looking accurate. But we are only 2 jams in, so you know. I hate to say it's all to play for, but actually it really is.
One of those phrases that's on announcer bingo, basically.
Always.
We've got Whippity Split jamming for Devon.
Oh, lovely bit of blocking coming in there from Red 2-3 MC Slammer. Oh, another lovely hit from Dusty.
Yep. And then immediate recycling back into turn 2.
This is really nice work by Manchester just to kill that penalty time.
Yeah, absolutely.
French Bird now standing in the box. And Whippity Split still not out. Oh, I spoke too soon. There they are.
Yep.
Nice bit of work there from that Devon blocker. Can't quite see their number, but they're doing a great job. Whoever you are, great job. So that is going to be French Bird out on a scoring pass, and Whippity Split goes, nope, no points for you, and calls it off.
Was a further 4 points there on that last pass for Devon, taking them up to 15. We have got Cherry Skatewell for Manchester Valkyries.
Up against a... Oh, I think that's white 13. Oh, there we go. Casey Crusham.
Yep.
Nope. I don't...
It is Casey Crusham.
Is it Casey Crusham? I was like, or is that Posh? No, it is Casey Crusham. I just can't read. It's too early in the morning for reading. And that is...
Another lead by Casey Crusham for Devon.
Fairly sure that Devon have had every lead so far this game.
They have. And Cherry Skatewell also through the pack for Valkyries.
Lovely stuff. And once again, Devon opt to call it off, trapping Valkyries on 0 points so far. 6 jams in and no scoring pass. I think might be the longest we've seen all weekend that someone's been held on 0.
On 0? Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Although I didn't see the London-Durham game yesterday, where I got the impression they were held on 0 for a significant amount of time.
We have got Trauma, and that is Salcatraz of Devon.
Lovely stuff. Second time we've seen this pairing, so it looks like they're going for a bit of jammer rotation.
Yeah, and both quite aggressive jammers, so it should be interesting to see how they, quite similar styles, pair off. Neither team quite finding a gap just yet.
No. Oh, and as you said it, Salcatraz finds a gap.
That often happens.
Oh, lovely stuff there from that Devon blocker, just throwing Sandy Surfwax into the path of Trauma. Lovely bit of offense coming in, though, from Red 4-2, I believe that is.
Yep.
I can't see.
That was Devastator, I believe, 452.
Ah,
of
452.
Manchester.
I just didn't see the 5.
Yeah, I do like it when a blocker uses another blocker as a projectile.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't get there, but you could.
Yeah.
Yeet. Can just see in the middle of the screen there the lovely Iron Maven, who has been a divisional head official for men's tier 3 this year.
Excellent.
Oh, massive hit
That's
on
a
Iron
solid
Maven by
hit by
T-Breaks.
T-Breaks. French Bird for Manchester still in the pack at the moment.
Yeah. A little bit of a recycle there. Caught on the outside by White 1981 Northern Mass.
Manchester's pivot doing quite good spatial awareness, keeping Devon's jammer back.
Really nice.
but then finds an outside line. Oh no, we have a power jam to Manchester.
T-Breaks picking up a forearms penalty. This is going to be an opportunity for Manchester to get points on the board if they can capitalise on this. And I don't know if you can hear that cheering, but that is some Manchester support in the crowd. Very excited for French Bird to pick up 4 points. Nearly went for the really announcer cliche. 4 roller derby points. Like, what else are they going to be? Football points?
Yep.
Another 4 points.
4 Settlers of Catan points.
Yes. 4 victory points.
Some good hand gestures there from French Bird, just directing her blockers.
It's nice. It's nice to see that tactical play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I saw it happen. French Bird picks up a cut track penalty, and that is just after T-Breaks has been released, so French Bird will sit the full 30 seconds unless T-Breaks makes another mistake.
Through the pack on a scoring pass, that's 4 more points for Devon.
T-Breaks now coming back on a second scoring pass, waiting for the blockers to act. Nice bit of offence coming in there from the Devon blockers, just to get T-Breaks out before they get ready to reset as French Bird is released. But the whistle goes.
Yep.
And it's really nice on a power jam to see those blockers doing a bit of active offence, as opposed to what I heard described yesterday as thoughts and prayers offence, which I'm having that. I love that descriptor.
Yeah, just hanging back and going,
you'll be fine, you can push
this.
the whole pack. I understand the logic. The logic is going, oh, you push them out of bounds, they have to let you go, we might pick up a penalty.
Yeah.
But also, you could also help.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's very easy to say from up here, well, judgment eye in the sky on the balcony of, what if you just did some better skating?
Yeah.
What if you did that thing?
Oh,
but also, yeah.
I absolutely feel a bit judgmental sometimes. I'm just like, I'm not a skater. I've not put on skates since 2015.
I skated in one jam and got hit so hard I left the floor and then got taken out for injury because I was just so surprised I stayed put. And everyone thought I was concussed. It was great. No. But also, to be fair, my bench coaching style is very much like, we can have a team timeout, we can have a chat. It's like, right, guys, have we considered not getting penalties? Just a thought.
Yep.
You know, just an idea there. So I am nothing if not a great motivational speaker. You can hire me. My rates are reasonable rates, yeah.
We have Cherry Skatewells and Whipsy Split as your jammers for Valkyries and Devon.
Nice little mobile tripod of Devon there, just rotating around, being sort of directed side to side by whoever that Devon blocker is, because I can't see their number.
No. Kind of similar from Manchester, actually.
Yeah. Ooh.
Down, but I don't believe... Nope, she didn't actually go out there, so still going. Oh, solid hit by Manchester's pivot there.
A really nice bit of work there from Kirsty, just stopping the pivot from being able to run back, allowing Whip to split straight back on almost.
Yeah, that was some good sort of multi-roll awareness.
Yeah. A nice bit of sideways blocking coming in there from 701 Hellraiser. Now just, again, with that pivot, working to sort of gently push. And now they're going for the recycle back on Whipty Split. This is almost a minute into the jam and we don't have a lead called. I'm impressed by these blockers and sad for these jammers.
It's Cherry Skatewell who gets lead. Yeah, over a minute into the jam.
Blimey. And that is, I believe, Manchester's first lead of the day.
It is, yes.
Second. Oh, we're just getting signal from our lovely producer, Alex is on fire, who is here to correct us when we try to make up nonsense that sounds plausible. Ooh, nice bit of offence coming in. Pivot on pivot action. D almost getting Whipty Split over the line, but not quite. Manchester choosing to run this because they need those points on the board more than they need to call the jam. Lovely stuff there. Cherry Skate was just going, get out of my way. Move, hell. I'm your jammer.
Was the first scoring pass, though, for Manchester. So it's 4 points apiece on this jam so far.
Yeah. And with A second left on that full-time clock. That's going to be all of the points they can score, I believe.
Extra 4 there at the last minute by Devon, making that actually an 8-4 jam for Devon, even though Manchester got lead.
Yeah, lovely stuff. I just want to say, I love Trauma's glittery skates. Like, that is... I mean, obviously, as Ned's a big fan of glitter. It's a whole vibe, and I'm here for it. Manchester opting to take a team timeout. Possibly just to all get their breath back. Just have a little moment, just like, okay, this is fine. This is good. More of this. Carry on with the cool stuff. Get your breath. We'll be fine.
Another thing that's got to be said about Trauma of Valkyries is just the name. It's just very direct.
Yeah.
In Manchester's game yesterday, we had a wonderful contrast of derby names in which Trauma went up against SRT's Jammer, who is simply Frog.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Trauma Frog.
Trauma Frog.
I love a derby name where clearly at one point it was something longer and it has been shortened or nicknamed off of the derby name to a point where it bears no resemblance to anything else anymore. And everyone's just like, yeah, that's what they're called.
I believe that is the case with Trev of either Brummie or Kent.
Yes,
Kent. Yeah, Kent,
Trev.
yeah. Was something previously, but now it's just Trev.
Yeah. It's my favourite thing. It's like, well, you use Trev.
We have got against Trauma is Casey Crusham of Devon, who's had a...
Oh, and that is a second lead in a row for Trauma. Manchester fans very excited. Casey Crusham, big recycle back at the back there by those Manchester blockers. Oh, knocked to the inside.
Quite a responsive 3-wall there by Manchester. Their pivot now back on the track.
Yeah. Oh, again, we have that lovely, if in doubt, throw another skater in the path of the jammer.
Which, although didn't take Casey Crusham down, did give Manchester enough time to reform the wall around her.
Really nice
before
stuff.
Then knocking them off.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yep, and that was another scoring pass for Trauma of Valkyries.
Yeah, Casey Crusham just having a quick breather before starting in again on that Manchester wall.
That was a fairly solid hit by Manchester's.
Yeah, I'd need a moment to get my breath back. So that Devon all sort of piling to one side and Trauma able to sort of semi-shirt whip off of their own blocker.
Yep.
Casey Crusham makes it out.
That was Casey Crusham's just first pass, so yet to score.
Yeah, coming in now on a scoring pass. It looks like Manchester are going to trust in their solid 3-wall to trap Casey Crusham whilst Trauma comes in to grab some more points. And Trauma goes, okay, no, that'll do. I've got a couple of points and that'll do me.
Yeah, Trauma behind a fairly solid 3-wall by Devon, deciding to just play it a bit tactically.
Yeah. So I think that's going to come out to 14. Yeah, 14 points for Manchester, 2 points for Devon.
Yep. Taking the lead down to 11 points at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, that is one decent jam. Do that again, we'll have a lead change. Which is what I love about roller derby is you can get to a moment you're like, oh no, all is lost, and then you have a really solid jam. You're like, or not.
Yep.
If we just did this some more. We are in an official timeout. Just want to take this moment to say a massive thank you to all of our officials that make this weekend happen. If we didn't have officials, we'd just be a bunch of grown adults on roller skates hitting each other.
We have Salcatraz and Frenchbird up against one another once again, I believe.
Lovely stuff. Devon, I think, going, come on, Sal, you've had a 100% lead so far. Get us out of this little rut. Oh, someone went down, but that is, oh no, that is a cut for Frenchbird.
It is.
Which means a power jam for Devon. Oh, and it's a back block penalty to Salcatraz. Now it's a race to see who can sit down first, but this will be a 2-minute jam. And there goes Frenchbird released from the box, which also means that Salcatraz will sit for about 3 seconds before also being released.
But neither can get lead down, I believe.
Both jammers still on their initial pass, so it's now just going to be a fight for the points and to play cleanly. Really lovely blocking coming in from Manchester there. Oh, trauma on one foot, sort of gliding off the back of that Devon blocker. Not trauma, French bird. I remember that a new jam started, honest. Alcatraz meanwhile recycled back, still on that initial pass.
Yep.
Oh, lovely footwork, but just knocked gently by Kirsty.
Manchester sparing a pivot there to try and make a gap for French bird to get through.
Yeah, that's...
Whilst the three blockers hang back and hold Alcatraz in place, which they have done so far.
And that's really nice tactical players going, right, you'll hang on, I'll get our jammer out, we need points. But it looks like Alcatraz picking up another cut track penalty.
Yes, it was.
So this is a power jam to French bird and the Manchester Valkyries. And this is what I mean. Everything can change in the space of one jam. I spoke too soon because French bird also picking up a penalty. Second jammer switcher in the box of this jam.
Yep. And there's only 5 seconds left, so by chance, Devon will have a power start.
They will. So I think despite the penalties, I think that worked in Manchester's favour there. They got 4 points. Devon, I don't think at any point finished their initial.
No, not quite. Go to cut track as Alcatraz was leaving the pack.
Yeah. So they are starting with French bird in the box. Tea breaks out for Devon.
Oh, trying to stay on one foot, but just knocked off.
Yeah, so has that lead, but has to recycle and remake that pass, which is the worst of both worlds, I think, because then...
Trying a 180 turn, actually leaving the pack on one knee there, I believe.
Yeah, it's fine though, because when you've already got your lead status, you don't have to be upright inbound skating. Nice try from Devon to pull that cut, and they do. Oh, no. I think they thought I don't know what's happening. No, they are being called back to track. I think what has happened is that they thought they'd pulled the cut, but actually the blocker who it was on...
it's just been removed.
Went off.
Yep.
French bird indicated back to track. Nice little bit of blocking though coming in from Devon. Recycling French bird, and... Did that run to its natural conclusion, or did that get caught? I'd lost all concept of time there.
I did, yeah.
Things happened. 47 plays 32, which is a gap of 8. 15? 15,
yes, 15.
I think. Counting on my fingers. I'd like to say it's because it's 9:20 in the morning, but that's just how good I am at maths.
Yeah. Well, I was doing the same, and which, I should be able to count. I have a degree in economics, but you never know.
Live in hope.
We have hot blocking beats, I believe, jamming for the first time in this game, up against Cherry Skatewells.
I think you're right. Just waiting to see how that shakes out. That is a red blocker, 701 off the sit down in the box. Hot blocking beats also after the box for a forearm penalty.
Yep.
Which again is going to be an opportunity for Cherry Skatewells if they can get past this last blocker, which they do. So Cherry Skatewells now on a scoring pass. Just getting a message from our lovely producer that this is Cherry Skatewells' second lead jam. So technically Cherry Skatewells on 100% lead average.
Manchester playing for time. Sorry. Devon playing for time, but Manchester playing some quite aggressive offense.
Yeah. There is now a little official timeout, I think, just while everyone figures out what's happening and if everyone's in the right place.
Yep. Our wonderful... was 3 points on that last pass there for Manchester, taking them up to 35, just 12 points in it.
Oh, it's a close game, isn't it?
It is.
Shout out to anyone watching at home. We are aware you're having some issues with the stream. We will get that fixed as soon as we can. But in the meantime, I want to say hello to Loopy, Swearwolf, and Lear. Thanks for joining us. A little bit of officiating action, people going back and forth, figuring some stuff out, going, what are we doing?
Casey Crusham and Trauma are your jammers. Up next.
Oh. People everywhere. A little bit of fancy footwork on the inside from Casey Crusham, but Trauma is your lead jammer.
Trauma having at least a fairly successful success rate. Success too many times in that sentence, but yeah.
Succeeding on a success rate successfully.
Yes.
And there goes Casey Crusham round the outside. Oh, but not in bounds. That is, well, in bounds, but not legally, I should say. That is a forearm penalty to Casey Crusham. Trauma and Manchester on a power jam. You don't start watching a thing and forget to say words, which isn't ideal when you are an announcer.
Sorry, our wonderful producer Alex. Trauma has a 50% success rate in Leeds, so.
Oh, lovely.
Shut my face.
Yeah.
Manchester trying a bit of offence for each pass of Trauma's.
Yeah. Oh, some nice. Oh,
just finding an outside line there.
I was going to say some nice offence there, but then even nicer offence from that Devon blocker, just smacking Trauma off the outside. Casey Crusham back on track, but still on that initial pass. Trauma has got time in their pocket, followed out by Casey Crusham, very close behind. And Trauma goes, okay, that'll do. I'll have my points and call it, thanks.
Yeah.
We're close enough in score now that actually we don't want to risk Devon.
Yeah, a single scoring pass.
Yeah.
Separating the two teams.
Lovely little bit there, just whiffy split and Quiet Riot, just going for a little fist bump. First time I think we've seen Quiet Riot with the start.
I think so.
Nice bit of positioning there in the middle of that Devon wall from D, just ready to break up their momentum and help get Quiet Riot out. Oh, lovely blocking from Manchester.
Yep.
Hanging on to.
Good spatial awareness though by Devon, stretching the pack out. Yeah. But Quiet Riot picks up the lead for Manchester. Impressive. As Devon go back to play a bit of offence to get Whippy split out the pack.
It's the sensible option. If you've got time, sprint back, help your jammer, then reform. And
which Devon have done. They've then reformed back around Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot was on the line, dancing along the edge for so long there before being knocked out. And here comes Whiffy Split on a scoring pass. Quiet Riot opting to run it, trusting in those blockers that have given Whiffy Split so much trouble. Devon losing Smooks to the box.
I keep wanting to say Snooks.
Yes, Snooks, our fellow announcer. Smooks, an on-track skater. Oh, and a gap just briefly opened up there for Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot, and then calls it off.
Yeah, goes, I've got my 4 points. That'll do.
Did Devon pick any up, or do we have a tie? Oh, 2 points there for Devon.
Just the 2 points ahead now. All of a sudden, it's a tight game.
It is. Saying about the jammers just fist bumping before they start the jam. Had a wonderful moment in Manchester's game yesterday where number 24, Zaina, absolutely knocked one of, I believe it was, I can't remember which of 7 roller tolerance jammers to the ground. Immediately helped her up and checked whether she was okay. You love to see it.
Very much so. It's
speaking of which, Zaina is jamming for Manchester against T-Breaks. Sorry, it said Zaina on a little screen. It's not Cherry Skatewells.
Cherry Skatewells.
I was a little confused. Zaina is one of the blockers in this jam.
That makes more sense. Yeah, Cherry Skatewells skating against Smooks, I believe, at the start.
It is. Quite forceful breakthrough of the Devon pack there.
Yeah.
Let's pick up 4 more points.
And at least for now, we have had our first lead change of the game. Smooks goes for that star pass to T-breaks.
Yep.
Really nice bit of star pass there. That is a textbook star pass. Whip it off, throw it at the pivot, run. And I think everybody in the room there wanted Cherry Scowells to call that off. When you can hear the shouts of "call it" from across a hall on a balcony with headphones on, you know it's loud.
We do have a very solid wedge of Manchester fans in the crowd.
Yes. So that is our first lead change of the game.
It is.
Devon on 49, Manchester Valkyries on 55.
8 points on the last jam, giving them a 6-point lead. We have Salcatraz and Trauma jamming next. Salcatraz, an inside line. Yep, through and lead.
Lovely stuff. Salcatraz chasing behind about a quarter of a track away and gaining. Manchester
now they've got the lead. Calls it off. Mid-pack, I believe they picked up 2 points, which we'll see in a second.
Yeah. They certainly picked up some points. They held Devon scoreless. 3 points. Just inching that lead over Devon back out a bit. You can just see there in the background the lovely Beetlejuice in their magnificent stripy suit.
Beetlejuice, who pulled triple duty as a bench coach, announcer and skater yesterday.
Yeah, just a relaxed day.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't fit in a spot of NSOing just to get the full set.
In their own admission, they are disguised as a referee.
Yes, it is very much. That is ref suit, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, their words, not mine.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on track, Quiet Riot pushing against the front of that pack, pops out with lead.
Spreading the pack out there and getting through.
Hot blocking beats knocked to the outside, massive recycle going on there. Back round behind the pivot line. Quiet Riot, oh, lovely bit of footwork. Pushing on the front of that wall.
Both teams on 3 blockers, I believe.
Looks like it. Pivot had to drop back. Going in there to try and help out.
One last Manchester blocker, but Blocking Beats is through. And there, was that their initial pass?
I believe so, yeah.
Yep. But 4 points.
Holding star in hand, but we'll need to put that on if they want to score. Manchester now, I think, opting to run this and empty out their box. With Zena and Dusty both in our penalty box. Quiet Riot picks up another 4 points. Ooh.
Good spatial awareness by 7-5 of Manchester.
Really nice stuff. 7-5 is Hannah of the North.
2-wall becoming a 3-wall there on blocking beats. Hot blocking beats even. I've just got Chemical Brothers in my head now.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it's lovely track awareness when you see it happen as someone returns from box and then just slides into position. It's like, yep, I'm here, I'm on it.
11 points for Manchester and 7 for Devon.
That leaves us 56 for Devon, 69 for Manchester. Nice. And the jam is on, but both jammers briefly going, who? Us? Me? Hello. Oh, someone takes a bit of a tumble there from Devon. 3-1-7, back up on their feet, ready to go.
Cherry Skatewells. Cherry Skatewell lead for Manchester.
Yeah, lovely stuff from Cherry Skatewells. Whip to split, having real trouble with that Manchester pack. It feels like Manchester in their timeout went, okay, this is how Devon skate, so we're going to do this. Off we go, and it's worked really nicely for them.
Yeah.
Oh, nice stuff there from Smooks, just knocking Cherry Skatewells to the outside.
Yep, doing a bit of recycling.
Big recycle.
Oh no, we have a cut track. That was a cut track on Cherry Skatewell. I mean, Whippity Split gets a power jam.
Whippity Split? No, that's because it's on the wrong... No, Whippity Split is in the box. I was like, we've got a jammer switcheroo. I was like, it says cut on both. It's because we've had a jammer switcheroo. That does mean that Cherry Skatewells won't sit the full 30 seconds. But as Whippity Split was standing, it will be close to the full 30 seconds. That's hard to say.
Whippity Split through, I believe, on their first pass.
Yeah, they've made their initial, I believe, so they're now coming in on a scoring pass. Smacking into that front three wall of Manchester blockers as Cherry Skatewells returns to the pack. Knocked out there by Curse T, has to recycle around. Caught briefly by Posh.
Just staying on toe stops on the outside of the track. Cherry Skatewells getting through for 4 points for Manchester.
Really nice. And just, I mean, Cherry Skatewells then just cruised past those Devon blockers who I think were briefly distracted, looking the wrong way, and Cherry Skatewells was like, don't mind me, I'm just going to take this inside line that no one's on. Thank you.
So
points
that
for
was
me.
8 points for Manchester on that jam, and 4 points for Devon.
Lovely stuff.
Yes. I do have a tendency to... exactly, 12 points for Manchester. I tend to announce sound points before they've been finalised.
You can guarantee that as soon as you say the points, they will put more on the board. That's just how it works. There's a little bit of waving going on from the box just to indicate to Devon that they've got too many skaters on the track.
Yep.
Meanwhile, if you're hearing extra noise or whistles, track 2 has just started, where I believe the Newcastle Junior Roller Derby are playing Sheffield Steel Junior Roller Derby, so that's the noise you can hear.
Yep, and that is the bronze medal match for JRDA.
Delightful.
And then following on track 2, we then have the JRDA gold medal match.
Yeah.
Which I will be downstairs on the in-house mic. I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, it's going to be a fun one.
I do like a bit of JRDA. It's I was terrified when I announced my first game for Hereford Poisonberries.
Yeah.
I was just going, oh my gosh, these kids are... Oh, they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. The delightful thing about JRDA is it's an insight into what roller derby would be like if everybody had working knees and no fear. And it's slightly scary. We are just coming out of our team timeout taken by the Manchester Valkyries.
Yeah. 21-point lead for Manchester at the moment.
Yeah.
And 1 minute 20 left on the clock for the half. I don't know why I'm looking at the scoreboard across the hall. It's on a nice little screen here.
It's force of habit. Off we go, tea breaks against trauma. Which does feel like a mental health charity's messaging campaign, doesn't it? Tea breaks. Oh, Trauma picks up a cut track penalty as Tea breaks makes it out with lead. The first time in a while we've seen Devon with lead. So they will be looking to run this out and close up that 21-point gap.
Quite a smooth outside line there by Tea Breaks, picking up 4 points for Devon.
Yeah. So I think the highest single jam we've seen so far this weekend has been 24 points. If Tea Breaks can do that here, we will see a lead change into the half.
Lovely 180 spin into a 1 foot. Makes me sound a bit like I'm judging ice skating, but some fantastic skating by Tea Breaks there.
Yes, that was a really nice bit of blocking from the Devon blockers, but Kimmy Crusher came in almost so hard that they bounced off their own blocker.
Yes. Oops. And then calls it off as Trauma is approaching the pack.
Just boot to the outside.
Oh, our wonderful producer Alex has said that is the first Devon lead in 7 jams.
It's a long time to see Devon held leadless when they were so far ahead.
Yep, and that is the end of the half.
Yeah, so going into this half time, Devon are on 72 points, Manchester Valkyries on 81 points. If you don't want to spend the next 14 minutes waiting, you could flick over to track 2 and watch 13 or so minutes of Junior Roller Derby. It's looking like it's going to be a good one. But in the meantime, we will meet you back here in just under 14 minutes' time.
See you in a bit.
Welcome back to the second half of this Devon-Manchester game. I am still Duke Special. I am still joined by the lovely Blunderbolt. I believe we've got some stats.
We do.
What stats have we got?
So, I believe so far there have been 18 jams. Manchester have got lead in 9 of them, so 50%. Devon have got lead in 7 of them, so 38.8%. And then there have been 2 where there has been no lead due to picking up a penalty before they left the pack.
Doing a naughty. Technical term, no. Lovely, and we've got some jammer stats as well, so we can briefly tell you that 269 on Devon T-Breaks is their highest scoring jammer. And for Manchester, that is 86, who I believe is Cherry Skatewells. Yes.
It is, yes.
I remembered a thing. Trauma against Alcatraz for this second half. Trauma not to the inside.
Yep.
Alcatraz fighting.
But it's Trauma who gets lead for Manchester.
Lovely stuff.
Manchester with just a 9-point lead.
So Manchester will be looking to extend that lead in this half, but Alcatraz is chasing Trauma down at speed, putting that pressure on, going, no, I want points too.
Be interested to see how Manchester play this, whether they do go for trying to extend their lead or whether they just try and play it safe and just pick away at extending.
Looks like they're playing to do a little extension, because that is Alcatraz just out on that first scoring pass. Meanwhile, Cherry Skatewells, Trauma on a second scoring pass. It's because I've just read the name Cherry Skatewells and Ray's like, yeah, that's who it is. Nope, they are different people.
And then calls it off, having picked up 4 more points there for Manchester.
Very nice. Lovely little moment there between the Devon pivot and Trauma, just having a little cuddle as they both came to a halt on the whistle. And we're like, oh, you good? I'm good.
Next up, we have T-Breaks jamming for Devon, and we have French Bird for Manchester Roller Derby.
Lovely stuff. T-Breaks opting for the run-up, slightly rolling start. Away they go.
French Bird scoring 14 points in the first half.
Really nice. French Bird is out and picks up that lead.
Yep.
Lovely bit of track awareness there as T-Breaks went down and Manchester ran to the front and got back in front. Just like you passed us once, do it again. Bit of offense coming in now from Zena to try and help French Bird out, although knocked to the outside.
Yep.
Big recycle. That is Kimmy Crusher on the recycle.
Yes.
I don't think it is. No, it is. I can read.
I think so.
It's because I went, it's Kimmy Crusher. Then I looked at the screen and looked at the red line, not the white line. T-Breaks struggling to find a way through, stashes that star.
Yep, but on their first pass. Although they didn't get the lead this time, T-Breaks, as you said, responsible for 50% of Devon's score in the first half.
Yeah.
So had a heck of a first half.
High scoring.
Thank you again to Alex, our wonderful producer, who has done some fantastic statistics for us.
We do love the stats.
Next up, we do have Cherry Skatewell versus Whipsy Split.
Very nice. Cherry Skatewell. Oh, Whipty Split out with lead. I'm going to say Cherry Skatewell struggling to find a way through, but that is lead for Whipty Split. Big recycle by Smooths. Oh, Cherry Skatewell caught a flying hip there and sort of head-butted into the back of Storm Chaser.
Cherry Skatewell through on their first pass, though. And we have a cut track on Whipsy Split, meaning Cherry Skatewell now has a power jam.
Lovely stuff. So this will be a 2-minute jam. Cherry Skatewell is not lead, but picks up 4 more points. 1 more pass and they're going to break the century mark. That's exciting.
You beat me to it.
Oh, lovely. Nice bit of, oh, a lovely offense coming in there from MC Slammer.
Yep.
Manchester. it's a personal preference. I really like to see active offense in a power jam.
Yeah, that's fair.
I understand there's all sorts of, lovely leap there by Whippity Split. There's all sorts of reasons not to, but I like it when teams go for it. Big hit from 317 Curse T.
And now recycling Cherry Skatewell back into turn 3.
Storm Chaser bringing Cherry Skatewells all the way back, waiting for the return of Sandy Surfwax. Devon
have now emptied their box despite starting a blocker down.
Yeah, Cherry Skatewells having just the sort of a recycling time going back and forth around this turn before.
I don't think it's too bold to say that Devon are having quite a good jam for blocking there, holding Cherry Skatewell to... she picked up 12 points on the power jam and then struggled to get through on the 4th pass.
Yeah, I mean, 10 points to Devon, 12 points to Manchester. I think Devon can be proud of their blockers for hanging on to Cherry Skatewells that hard. Here we have Quiet Riot with a, so far, 100% lead average.
And then we have Casey Crusham for Devon. Five minutes into this second half, there is 18 points between the two teams. So big hit there on Casey Crusham.
Looks like it might have been an illegal big hit.
Yes, it was. It was a high block, I believe.
Yeah. Quiet Riot recycled back behind that pack. Casey Crusham trying to stay in and going down, which does give those Manchester blockers that time to reset. Lovely stuff, though, from the Curse T, opening up a gap, getting Casey Crusham out and spoiling Quiet Riot's 100% average step.
How dare.
Really nice skating, though, from Casey Crusham out. Picks up a very, very fast 4 points, whilst Quiet Riot struggling to find a way through. Stashing that star.
Despite Devon being a block down now. Lovely
big hit there from Casey Crusham. But unfortunately steps straight back in, picks up that cut track penalty. So this will be a 2-minute jam, but that is going to stop the point bleed as far as Manchester are concerned.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm going for the thoughts and prayers offense. You'll be fine. We'll just stand here, keep pushing.
Yep.
Makes sense when you've only got 2 blockers on track, but...
Yep.
So Manchester now on a scoring pass. They are 14 points ahead of Devon at this time.
Manchester not playing offence to support their jammer, but are breaking up Devon's wall into 2 bits, while Devon are a blocker down, well, a pivot down, in fact.
Lovely stuff.
AKA the third option of how to play a power jam.
Casey Gresham having a real fight there to get past those Manchester blockers.
That's the end of the full 2 minutes. Just see if there are any more points there at the close. 1 more point there for Devon. No more points there for Manchester. So 5-4 on that jam in Devon's favour.
Lovely stuff. Shout out to Night Owl watching at home. Glad you're joining us on the Discord. Inform me that Hannah of the North, it is their birthday today.
Oh,
so
lovely.
Happy birthday, Hannah of the North.
Yes. I love little facts like that.
It's a great fact. And what better way to spend your birthday than at playoffs?
Yep.
Trauma looking for some space, bouncy, trying to find a way through. He's pushing on the front of that pack now. Salcatraz trapped right at the back. And Trauma picks up lead. Devon coming in fast with some offense, trying to... Oh, that was a big hit by that Devon pivot. I enjoyed that. Really nice bit of work. They're just going in for the active offense, then reform, try and trap Trauma.
Some good recycling there by Manchester's pivots.
Really nice. That is, I believe... I thought that was 1-4, but I can't see that number here, so whoever you are, you're doing great. Somebody's picked up a forearms, but I don't yet know who. We'll find out in a minute. Trauma having a bit of a fight there to get through. Oh, Sarkatraz came in hard there and met all three of Manchester's blockers like an immovable wall.
The forearms was MC Slammer of Manchester, by the way.
There we go.
So both teams are blocker down.
Very nice. Also, obviously shout out to our officials in general, but I'm really enjoying when I see this. The ref shirt, Pablo Refscabar.
Yes.
Very good. Solid pun. Sarkatraz in the pack and Manchester screaming, call it, to Drama. Call it.
Another ref name I really like is Grand Ref Dorto because he's not only just it's a computer game reference, he's literally a computer game journalist.
Amazing.
In his day job.
Delightful. I love learning these things. And sometimes people are like, oh, yeah, this is a pun because it's a thing I like. And sometimes this is a pun that's related to my job. And sometimes it's just, thought I sounded cool.
Mine was simply just, I expect to get a lot of injuries.
It all works. Hot blocking beats up against French Bird. French Bird bounced briefly to the inside there by White Sun 3. Escaped. And that is Hot blocking beats with one to pass. Being bridged out. That was a long hold, nearly a full 30 seconds. Nice work by those Manchester blockers. I believe that was by Zayden. Reforming, ready to catch Hot blocking beats.
Yep.
Oh, but lovely offense coming in from Posh. Manchester, though, super quick to reform. MC Slammer piloting their fellow blockers like two halves of a nutcracker.
Yep.
And the jammer is the nut.
Both teams are doing the thing of dispatching one blocker to play some offense whilst hanging back. Both to pretty good success.
Yeah, it's really nice to see, and it's a solid way of utilising your four on-track blockers by going, okay, we've got all four of us. We can treat ourselves.
Yes.
Little offense as a treat.
Especially taking advantage of different styles of blocking and so forth. Like you're the one who, most aggressive one. We're just going to dispatch you.
Absolutely, and it's nice to see a team playing thoughtfully is what I'm going to go with. They are responding to the jammers in front of them. They're going, oh, well, this jammer or these skaters do this. We're going to do this. This is how we're going to balance it out.
Jam timer, Kel to pay. Couldn't tell whether they were directing the refs or directing the camera. I think the camera.
Bit of both.
Fair.
Bit of both. Certainly directing. Actually, I think possibly directing the refs in order to be able to see the scoreboard for time.
Gotcha. Amazing. Yes, that makes sense.
I think is what was happening there.
Yep. Fab.
I have noticed our lovely scorekeeping official is, oh no, not anymore, but was wearing a crochet frog as a hat.
Fantastic. Do you love a bit of crochet?
Yeah, love a crochet frog. Off we go. Cherry skateboards up against Whippity Split. Ooh. Everyone on the floor, everyone tumbling over each other's legs. Cherry skateboards somehow remains upright, using that to their advantage. Just that one Devon blocker to pass. Oh, picks up lead, but not to the outside.
Yep. Did do it legally though.
Yeah. So that was a no pass, no penalty.
Yep. So Devon are in front, but Manchester has the lead. So it'd be interesting to see what Cherry Bakewell does with this.
Yeah.
Collides with a fairly solid 3-ball from Devon and decides to call it off.
Yeah.
As Devon were making their way through the Manchester pack.
Yes. Opting to just have a little moment there and go, actually, no, do you know what, we're ahead. Because as far as Manchester are concerned, they are now ahead on points. They just need to kill 18 minutes of time.
Yes.
If the score stayed here for 18 minutes, that would be fine for Manchester.
Is damage control too harsh a term?
No, I think that's, I feel like it's an accurate description. Now just a little official timeout.
Yes.
Our medics just need to check up on one of our skaters.
Yes. I don't think we shouted about this game. Of course, our amazing medics. We literally, not just, we couldn't do this without you. Legally, we could not do this without you.
Safety is important.
It's in the law.
We
Love a bit of safety.
So, a couple of facts on Devon Roller Derby. We asked a few questions of all the teams, and they said their biggest focus was just playing clean, bringing down penalty numbers, and working together as a united team. And I would say that's fair.
Yeah, they've
done
got
that
23
pretty well.
penalties across the whole team in this game. I think they're achieving that.
Yep. They said, what's your main strength that your team brings to the competition? Being formidable on track with happy, friendly Devon vibes.
Oh,
amazing.
That's nice.
And as somebody who lived in Devon for a good 5-6 years,
Yep.
properly. I nearly said proper job then.
Proper job.
I can say that. I'm from the West Country.
You can. Here's a fun fact from Manchester that I'm very much enjoying. They wanted to know they're quite an old team. Many of their skaters are over 40. I cannot confirm or deny which ones.
Well, Devon also said our average age of their team is 44. Our youngest player is 25, and oldest is 57. One of Devon's skaters actually asked me, and the wider announcing team, is she the oldest skater in playoffs? And I believe she is.
I think so.
Yes.
But we cannot prove it.
That was Dirty Ballerina, number 84 of Devon.
There you go. Very nice. And of course, the all-important question is, do you pronounce it scone or scone?
All I know is cream first, which...
The correct way, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I am ready to start this turf war in roller derby.
But no, I would say cream first. But again, that's because I am a graduate of Plymouth University.
Makes sense.
So
I would say cream first, but that's because the cream for me is like the butter. If you have butter and jam.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
And
But
jam.
I'm fairly sure I would have been expelled from the university if I put it jam first. So.
I think so. I think they would chase you out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So just having a little pause, and it does look like we've currently got Hannah of the North on track. So once again, happy birthday, Hannah of the North.
Yes.
And we are ready to get underway again.
Yep, we've got Quiet Riot and Casey Crusham as your jammers for Manchester and Devon.
Oh, that was a really nice hit coming in there from Red 2-4 Zena.
Manchester not going for the recycling there, just wanting to keep that wall solid.
Really nice. Oh. I've lost Sandy Surfax to the box. I'm also losing Zena. Now a little star stash going on by Quiet Riot as Casey Crusham on a scoring pass, but knocked to the outside. Oh, knocked to the outside by D, who was in turn knocked by a Devon block whose number I missed. So nice bit of defense, offense, fence.
That's fence.
Nice fence.
Nice fence.
Fence all round. Gonna make fence happen. Quiet Riot's knocked to the inside.
Yep, Casey Crusham though finding a little line through the Manchester pack, picking up 4 more points for Devon, taking Devon over the century and within 20 points of Manchester so far.
And as we have seen earlier on from Manchester, that is not a lead you can relax on.
No.
Ooh, nice little bit of offence coming in there. I think that's MC Slammer.
It was, yes.
It was. Nice stuff now from Price. Just sitting down on Casey Crusham.
Yep, Quiet Riot through the pack on their first pass.
Lovely stuff. 9 points on the board there for Devon, bringing our differential to 19 points, I believe.
Fun little fact of this game, both teams to get to this semi-final have played and beaten 7 roller torrents. It was the game that secured Devon's position at the top of Tier 3 West. And then obviously yesterday, Manchester beat 7 roller torrent in their first game.
That is a great fact. I like that. Having a little track repair going on there.
Tier 3 West arguably came down to that one game between Devon and Gloucestershire to decide who was first and who was second.
Delightful.
Yes.
Lovely stuff. Very fond of the lovely folks at 7 Roller Torrents.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I would say that. They're
fab. Yes.
I'm not a card carrying member, but yeah, they're my home league.
Yeah. Trauma looking for space, 1 to pass, 2 to pass. Just
pushing and pushing on those Devon blockers, makes it out the front, picks up the lead jam status. Alcatraz fighting at the back there, but caught by Devastator. Oh, lovely spin manoeuvre though from Zayna.
But Alcatraz gets through the pack for 4 points for Devon. Was that 4 points or was that first pass? First pass, apologies.
Yes, first pass. So that was, Alcatraz's initial. I believe that was points on the board for Manchester.
Yep. 3 points on the board,
3 points.
to 124. Speaking of Devon and Seven Roller Torrent, I cannot see Devon's little mascot of the terrifying otter head in the crowd.
Yes.
The little rubber otter head mask.
The terrifying rubber otter head.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a face-off between Devon's slightly scary otter head and SRT's equally scary swan. We have got French Bird jamming for Manchester, and I believe that is T-Breaks for Devon.
Looks like that is indeed T-Breaks.
Who gets lead?
T-Breaks is lead. French Bird with the star stash. Looking for some help, but their pivot is the one helping them get out. So not the best place to take a star. Ooh, little almost Matrix backbend going on there.
Yep.
Knocked out, recycled all the way back round by Kimmy Crusher.
Little hop sideways there by T-Breaks, meaning they get through for 4 points.
Very much so. If Manchester have got a choice in it, I wouldn't set up on the apex when you've got T-Breaks coming in.
No, I do love a little apex jump. And again, little 360 on toe stops there by T-Breaks to get through for 4 points, calls it off.
Yeah, sort of lovely leaping, spinning pirouette.
Yes. As somebody who wasn't on skates for very long, whenever I see a jump, I just go, you are magical.
Yeah, I can do a tiny jump, but the kind of jump where you're broadly still skimming the floor.
No.
Not like someone, I think I saw one of our refs yesterday perform a leap over the flailing legs of a down skater, but that's not me.
Fantastic.
Never be her.
One of Kent's jammers yesterday tried to do a leap around the outside line of the track, which was bold.
I've seen it happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Cherry Skatewells with the star for Manchester, whippity split with the star for Devon, knocked to the outside. Big recycle by D as Cherry Skatewell gets lead jammer status. Cherry Skatewell coming in on that scoring pass, going hips first into the pack to try and grab those points as easily as possible, which is a lovely bit of tactical play.
It is, especially if with Manchester still having the lead, maybe they are just trying to chip away.
Yes.
Chip away? The opposite of chip away. Slowly extend that lead.
Yeah.
But regardless,
chip outwards.
4 more points there for Manchester Valkyries.
Yeah. Devon with a fairly major blocker disadvantage there. Just 2 blockers on the track, and it looks like Whippity Split has gone, well, if I can't get out, I can help. No. Where is Whippity Split? I'm confused. It's
just
fine.
gone to the penalty box.
They have gone to the penalty box.
Yep.
I thought there were 2 blockers in the box for some reason. It was Whippity Split and 1 blocker.
Thank you, Alex.
Glad somebody knows.
I'm just here to talk.
I'm just here to look pretty.
This is a productive jam for Manchester on 12 points already.
Yeah, 12 unanswered points as well. And I believe when Whippity Split returns, they are still on their initial. Here they come. So Manchester opting to push means that Manchester shutting down on Whippity Split is leading Cherry Skatewell to have to just push fully. Oh, and that is a... Is that another cut track for Whippity Split?
It is, yes.
It was something for Whippity Split. We'll find out as we go into the next jam.
No.
Oh, a high block, I think that is. We've got. I could look at this little guide here that tells us the letter code G is misconduct.
Oh. Not 100% sure what happened with that, but
who knows? Possibly a cut and a. Yeah, they're in the same jam. They're both in jam 11. I think what's happened has been a failure to exit. Just getting some confirmation from our lovely producer Alex as to what's going on there. So, in a continuing official timeout, I'll give you a brief update on the half-time scores from the other track.
Newcastle Junior Roller Derby are on 118 points. Sheffield Steel Junior Roller Derby on 140 points.
Another fairly close game.
Yeah, evenly matched, these junior teams. They've
Definitely.
got some, apart from the Borderland Beasts, who have a lot of the Team GB juniors, they are fairly well spread. They've all got a few GB juniors each. They've got some very high level skaters at a junior level. And it's really cool and exciting.
Definitely.
Also really cool when we get to see them then moving up into the adult level of play.
Yes.
And bringing, arriving into a team at 18 with 8 years of experience. They are every hiring manager's dream.
Right, Trauma is lead, as this is a power start for Manchester.
I believe Whippy Split is sitting 2 penalties, so this is going to be a 1-minute power jam now in favour of Manchester. Can they make the most of it? They're currently opting to goat Escate. But now Northern Lass going, all right then, if you're going to try and trap Escate, I'll come around and help. Here is, Whippy Split, knocking down Trauma, who bounces back up. And that is going to be a back block penalty to Whippy Split, who's having a little bit of a penalty spiral.
Yep.
Hopefully they can just take these 30 seconds, have a breather, go, it's all going to be fine, come back out.
Manchester's Iron Maven doing a bit of offence to break up Devon's pack there.
Lovely work. They have, pairing up there with Hannah of the North, I think that is.
And Devon going for like a 2-stage delay of Manchester's jammer.
Yeah, so it's a really nice bit of tactical play there from Manchester. They're going, okay, Whippy Split will now be on for a 3rd jam, has got penalties and 2 jams in a row. So now they're, I think, leaning onto that, let's trap the slightly tired jammer is what they're going for.
They do have a 42-point lead now, so they can lean on that a bit.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if they put out a jammer as pivot to relieve Whippy Split. Looks like they put out Sandy Surfwax, so possibly Sandy expecting to receive that star. Quiet Riot with the small power start, but killed nicely there by Devon.
I believe we did see Sandy Surfwax take on the star several times in the game against Belfast.
Ah, lovely. So yeah, a sensible choice of pivot potentially. Of course, if Whippy Split can get out first, they will get lead status. Manchester losing a block to the box now. And that is lead jammer status to Whippy Split. Quiet Riot stashing. Oh, a lovely star pass went off there to D. I think that's the first Manchester star pass
It is,
seen.
yes, I think so.
D puts the afterburners on, coming around fast to put pressure on Whippy Split, who
calls it off, having picked up, I believe, 3 points. I might be wrong.
Looks like that is 3 being signalled there by our lovely ref chief. 2. Devon having a little sing-song of love, which is delightful. T-Breaks is out this time.
And then French Bird for Manchester.
Nice bit of tactical play coming in there from Dusty.
T-Breaks trying to force a gap through the Manchester wall.
Oh,
Manchester giving as good as they got there.
Yeah, big shoulder hit from Dusty, and now big hip hit from Dusty, who is becoming a one-person blocking force.
Absolutely, I was going to say Dusty had a heck of a game yesterday in holding back 7 roller tolerance jammers.
Yes, strong work from Dusty.
But it is T-Breaks through and then calls it off. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you, Alex. Got lead, but then didn't actually get out the pack, whereas Manchester's jammer did get through the pack, so a bit of...
Force that call off.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Alex. I really like having a producer. This is only like my 3rd stream announcing, and it's nice to have it.
It's good. It's nice to have someone who's paying attention to things and making us sound cool and knowledgeable. And that is going to be lead jam status awarded to Cherry Skatewells.
Yep. We have Salcatraz for Manchester, for Devon.
Yes. Salcatraz comes round. We have an early call off. And just a bit of a chat going on the ref there. Possibly you alright? You good?
Yep.
Because we do like to check in on each other. You know, so it's a physical game. It is a full contact sport, but also sometimes you just have to go, are you okay though?
Yep. Manchester just picked up 3 points on that last jam. Saying about producers, had a wonderful message from my other half, first time I was announcing a stream, saying, you really know what you're talking about. And I had to admit that it was Duke Special, who was my producer for that stream, making me sound smart.
I mean, that is the job of the producer. I enjoy producing because you get to be a massive nerd and also go, look, here's a stat. And then people say it and look cool.
Next up we have Cherry Skatewell for Manchester, and we will have Casey Crusham for Devon. We have 6 minutes left on the clock.
Lovely stuff. Just in a small official timeout here.
Manchester with the lead, despite on flat track stats not being the favourites.
Yeah, which is interesting because I think it was always sort of predicted, certainly chatting among announcers, the vibe was we think Manchester might take the lead. Flat track stats was like, nah, you know nothing. And certainly in the early stages of this game, it really looked like Devon were going to walk all over Manchester, much as they, dominated in their game against Belfast. But then, Manchester, playing that tactical, thoughtful game, have gone, oh, you're doing this. We're going to do this. We're going to respond to you and fix this, basically. Looks like we are just having a quick check-in with our officials for the skater who took a bit of a knock, just to make sure they're okay. But our skater is up and heading back to the bench under their own power. It's always nice to see.
Just looking at both teams' routes to this game. Manchester actually won all of their games of Tier 3 North, whereas in Tier 3 South, Devon actually lost their first game to Bridgend back in February, but then had 3 wins in a row against Tiger Bay Challengers, Seven Roller Torrent and Bath Spartans.
Very nice. That's fun. So in Devon Roller Derby, this will be their 3rd game of the weekend because they also skate for the Devon area men's team, Kings of Block and Roll. Oh, get a little wave from our skaters. Hello, skaters. They don't know we can see them, but they are waving to you at home. Wave back if you're watching. We can't prove it, but they'll know in their hearts. They'll know they're being waved back at.
Yep.
That's my theory. Manchester specifically wanted to shout out, and we have shouted them out a few times today, MC Slammer is the quiet achiever of their team. MC Slammer organises all their games at home behind the scenes, doing the difficult work. That current scoreline is 1-1-2 to Devon Roller Derby, 1-5-5 to the Manchester Valkyries.
And then whoever wins this game will go on to face either London or Big Bucks in the final.
Exciting. So I believe that is the gold and silver medal game.
Yes. London Big Bucks is on track 1 after this game.
It is. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be an exciting one.
And then after, we've just got Newcastle Sheffield in the juniors. And then after that, at 11:30, we have Borderland Beasts versus Demonborough. Demonborough? Edinburgh. Demonborough.
I believe.
In the gold medal match. Should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a good time. Off we go. Cherry Skatewells up against Casey Crusham. Oh, Cherry Skatewells tangling with a Devon blocker there and taking a tumble.
Jerry Skatewell's grabbing an outside line to get lead there. Jerry Skatewell's was the most successful jammer for Manchester in the first half and having a fairly successful second half.
Yeah, absolutely bounced all the time.
It's not too partisan for me to say.
Well, I think sometimes you're just acknowledging great skating going on. Oh, lovely bit of offense. Just the tiniest step in there from Devastator just to stop Casey Crusham in their path. Just accidentally. Oh, if you can hear shuffling, it's because I've managed to drop our folder of information on the floor.
Yep.
What a helpful place.
My apologies to Devastator of Manchester for mispronouncing her name on multiple occasions in the game yesterday. I managed to trip up over both Devastator of Manchester and Enigma of 7.
Yes, Enigma has caught me up many a time. Off we go with Trauma up against Hot Blocking Beats. And that is a penalty, a cut track penalty on Trauma. So this is going to be a power jam to Hot Blocking Beats, but Hot Blocking Beats is currently seated on the infield, having, I believe, having some equipment trouble.
Having toe stop issues.
Toe stop issues. Alex. That is the worst of both worlds because you're not lead, you can't call it, but also you can't skate. You can't skate safely.
No.
Ideally, and it has been called off there, I think. Oh no, did that run out? I was going to say, ideally what I would do if I was Trauma would be to wave to my pivot, stand up, step on track, hand over the star, and then run away. Just a little conversation coming in there from the Manchester Valkyries bench. I wonder whether they will attempt to officially review this. We'll find out.
Also, nice bit of conversation there. Jez, bench coach of Devon, updating Manchester's jammer on what was going on.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. That's always nice.
You love to see it.
Yeah. So we are in an official timeout. If I had to guess, I believe the officials are discussing whether or not a penalty should be awarded for... it's not even delay of gameplay. It would be adopting a position you can't be blocked from. But I don't know whether that is a valid ruling if you remove yourself from play due to an equipment malfunction. If anyone knows, please do let us know in the Discord. I believe Swellwolf is watching, one of our lovely officials who may know that particular minutiae of the rules. But it looks like they're going to carry on.
No.
T-breaks.
I just replied to our producer into my microphone there.
That's fine.
I'm not used to doing this. We have got Trauma and T-breaks. Trauma now back on the track, but T-breaks picking up lead.
Nice
taking advantage of that just slight power start.
Oh. Trauma going through on toe stops only. I presume producer Alex was confirming that arguably as you have to remove yourself for safety, but you shouldn't receive a penalty for delay of game, effectively.
And that was a little inside line there by T-breaks, picking up 4 points and calling it off.
Lovely stuff. Just about 3 minutes left in this half.
Yep, 116 to 159 in favour of Manchester Valkyries. We have got French Bird up against Whippity Split.
Very nice. So, Whippity Split currently sitting on 5 penalties. But one of Devon's main jammer rotation. That is French Bird struggling to find a way through that Devon wall. Whippity Split. Oh, makes it out but picks up a cut track penalty. So lead is still open for French Bird.
Taking several Devon blockers with them.
Smooks just taking a little tumble on the inside there, but back up now caught as a goat by Devon. Smooks waving to their teammates going, come back here, help me.
Manchester still trying to break up that Devon wall.
Yeah, just a little tap out there, which knocked Kirsty to the floor.
Yep. 4 points there for Manchester.
Very nice. Love this Dev. So we have that combo going on once again of those Manchester blockers just being pivoted back and forth. Oh, lovely, lovely bit of a hit coming in there by that Manchester pivot, that I believe is Hellraiser. And Manchester being screamed at, oh no, it was D, to call it.
Manchester's jammer was fairly wedged behind 3-wall of Devon there. So, yeah, decided to play it safe. That was 7 points there, though, for Valkyries.
Yeah, and it's been interesting to watch because Valkyries haven't had any massive jams, but they have just consistently been getting like 7s and 8s over and over, and slowly just increasing that lead up, having come from 30 points behind to about 50 points ahead, give or take. Yeah, 50 exactly. And we are in our first official review of this game. Manchester Valkyries choosing to take that official review. We will get an update from our lovely colleagues down on the floor just as soon as we know. I believe that is Jagger who's gone in to find out what's happening.
It is.
Expertly dressed, I've realised today, to blend in perfectly with the exact shade of blue of this sports hall wall. It's the secret announcer camouflage mode.
It is. Yep, that is the second example of announcer camouflage, along with Jez, one of my co-announcer yesterday, who is blended to be a referee.
Delightful. Big fan. Brief score update from the Newcastle-Sheffield game. Sheffield Steel Junior Roller Derby are on 160, Newcastle are on 130.
Still with 26 minutes left, so that could change.
Again. It's all to play for. We are waiting to...
Yep, they were challenging a late hit on that last jam.
Be overturned as every stater was on an established trajectory and could not avoid the contact. So this is one of those where we will essentially be able to work out the results of the official review by seeing if the skater exits the box. You can see our skating officials huddled round having a chat whilst our head skating official says who relays the results of the official review back to our captains and benches. And I mean, with under a minute left in the half, great time to use your official review, frankly. Might as well give it a go. Oh, and a rare occasion, very rare occasion if you are playing along at home and have a sip of your coffee. Manchester Valkyries have won their official review. That late hit has been overturned on D, who is released from the box. Isn't that exciting? I think that might be the second one we've had this weekend where someone has won their official review.
We have T-Breaks and Cherry Skatewell as your jammers for Devon and Manchester.
And I believe this will probably be the last jam of this game, but we don't
I would
know.
imagine so, but you never know. Interesting to see whether Manchester just sort of cut it short and call it a game, or whether they play for time. It is Cherry Skatewell who gets lead for Manchester.
Good deal for Manchester. As long as Cherry Skatewell can hold this lead, they are in control with the clock and they can run it down to the end. Cherry Skatewell with a quick 4 points there, getting signalled by their bench coach to run it. I believe that is... I'm not sure if that's Hankin or Scooby on the bench, but it's one of them. Might be Hankin. Another 4 points on the board for Manchester. I'm sure you can hear those cheers in the background for Manchester skaters.
And does pull it off before T-Breaks can pick up their first scoring pass. And that is the that is the end of the game. We have an unofficial score. We will...
Your unofficial final score, as you can see on the screen, 116 to Devon Roller Derby, 174 to the Manchester Valkyries.
We will wait for confirmation between our skating and non-skating officials before we call that final. So that means that, let me check my schedule, Manchester will go on to play the winner of
London
this
and
next
Big
game,
Bucks.
London and Big Bucks. And Devon will play again for the loser of London and Big Bucks. So we will see both these teams again today. Isn't that exciting?
The bronze medal tier 3 game will be at 3:30 on track 1, and then the gold medal game will be at 4 p.m. on track 2.
It's going to be an exciting day.
It is, and those two games overlapping, that's going to be an excited mood, definitely.
Yeah, so
Forgot my face.
it is us. It's us. They can see us. We've been here this whole time. It is still our faces. That is now your official final score. Devon Roller Derby A 116 points. Manchester Valkyries 174 points.
As we said earlier, Manchester were perhaps a bit of discussion thinking that Manchester might win, but Flat Track Stats did put Devon as the favourite. And obviously Devon, for a fair wedge of the game, did have the lead.
Yeah.
But Manchester pulled it back in that second half.
Yeah, they played smart, they played well. That is our lovely producer Alex just scooting up behind us to go to their next job.
Amazing.
Yeah, so Manchester coming into their next game, as far as I know, unbeaten this season.
Yes, they are.
So that's exciting to see.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
You can stay right here, and in approximately 45 and 50 minutes' time, we will see London Battersea Power play Big Bucks High Rollers, or you can flick over to track 2 and watch a lovely half an hour of Junior Roller Derby. But for now, I have been, and will continue to be, Duke Special.
And I still am Blunderbolt.
Bye.